It's too late.
Now for the Lady Tarpons, should they win tonight, they will also be home in the round of 8, which would be an opportunity to go to Alexandria. We're going to get to Turtles tips after our first commercial break. But partner, what does having Victoriana Nelson mean? Because look, we've seen her play all year long. I think that she's a two-way threat, offensively, defensively, rebounding, scoring, passing, you name it, she could do it. How much of a difference can one player make in a game like this?
A player of her caliber makes all the difference. She rebounds, she blocks shots, she's athletic, she is a presence on both ends of the floor. She has great footwork, great post moves, could finish with either hand, and she has a nice mid-range game. Still waiting for her to make a big three, which she finally started shooting. But, yeah, she makes all the world of difference. I mean, last year without her at this time, they did a good job of adjusting and doing what they can with what they had. But now, I mean, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new attitude about everything, and she is a big-time player.
Now, you play on Thursday, then you got the short turnaround Monday night. How much, I mean, obviously the answer is going to be a lot, but over the weekend, what were some of the things you think Coach Terrebonne and Coach Martin and everybody were trying to focus on here?
Oh, just not only the physical rest, but the emotional rest and getting their mind right, getting their mind focused and ready. You know, a little bit of film study in the past to see what you could work on, and then a lot of film study on Northside to see what to prepare for. And, you know, other than that, it's all a mental game from here. You know what you got to do. Your job is done. I mean, you and I talked with Coach Donna Martin in the hall and Coach Terrebonne in the hall, and basically their message to us was, we've done all we can. You know, if they ain't got it by now, then they got to figure it out. They've got it from here. You know?
Is there such a thing as, okay, this team beat us last year? I talked to Victoriana Nelson and Trea Bruce after the last game. They both, without hesitation, whenever I asked them, who would you prefer to play in the next round, they both, before I could even finish the question, said, we want to play Northside again. Is there such a thing as being a little bit too pumped up, a little bit too emotional before such a big game like this?
I don't think there is, as long as you know how to control it if it becomes a problem. As long as you don't allow it to become a problem, then it should be fine. But if they come out firing, a little too much adrenaline, a little too much spunk, and then, they see that, their shots aren't going in, they're turning the ball over, then they just need to settle down. But they just need to, they're good enough physically and mentally. They're good enough to recognize, when adjustments need to be made. So as long as you don't let it affect you the entire game, I don't think there's such a thing.
So we want to thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. Then we'll take a commercial break. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. Vision Communications, your local provider for TV, internet, home security, and automation. Learn more at viscom.net. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Joe Septic Contractors, your largest sewage and portable sanitation company in Louisiana. The Lafourche Ford Lincoln and Lockport, before you buy, give us a try. Dufresne Building Materials with locations in Cutoff, Thibodeau, Bellchase, and Slidell. Chris Goday Investments. Call the winning team at Chris Goday for all your retirement needs, 632-6049. Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. South Lafourche Bank, your full-service financial center with 5 locations to better serve you. And we got a new one to the list. We want to welcome Dr. Brian Buzigard, DDS, to our family. He wants to wish the South Lafourche Lady Tarpons a safe and victorious season. Best of luck to Dr. Brian's daughter, Abigail Buzigard, number 32. Dr. Brian Buzigard would also like to remind you that he is proud to team up with ESPN New Orleans to sponsor our very own South Lafourche Lady Tarpons in their playoff games. Do you need a smile makeover? Dr. Brian Buzigard specializes in porcelain veneers and crown and whitening, composite fillings, and more. Dr. Buzigard's dental office is located at 15384 West Main Street in Cutoff. Dr. Buzigard wants to wish the South Lafourche Lady Tarpons a safe and victorious season. Best of luck to Abigail Buzigard, number 32. Let's take a 3-minute break. We're going to have Turtles tips and the home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital. Out of this break, we're about 7 minutes away from the opening tip between the Lady Tarpons and the Lady Vikings here on ESPN New Orleans. 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from the opening tip in the round of 16 between the Lady Tarpons and the Lady Vikings. Casey Gisclair here with Taylor Griffin, and partner just like we actually before the start of every game. What are Turtles' tips? What do the Lady Tarpons need to do to advance to the third round to the Class 4A quarterfinals?
They've got to take full advantage of the fact that as far as size, they're pretty much even. And even though these Lady Tarpons don't tower over a whole lot of teams, they play way bigger than they are. So they need to continue to play big like they do. And I'm talking mostly about Victoriana Nelson, Kaja Jackson, Abigail Buzagard, all those tall girls that play down low. They need to take care of the boards, offensive, defensive, score down low when they need to. Second, like most nights, they need to take advantage of take advantage of this opportunity and a home court advantage. Use the crowd. Get the other team rattled, get the other coach to call a panic timeout, just win the mental battle from the beginning. And third, control the pace. From what we've been told, doing our little bit of homework in the hall, speaking with our coaches, we could definitely press this team. We could put some pressure on them, force them into bad decision making. So we need to control the pace, dictate we play in our style. We're going to make them play like us. We're not going to play like them.
Sounds like a winner as the teams have made their way to the sideline. The Lady Tarpons have retreated. Home bench. Northside is now meeting under their basket. They'll be doing so in just a minute. We're going to lose Taylor for about 90 seconds or so, 2-3 minutes, as he's going to announce the starting five here. Our pregame routine, our pregame injury reports brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. The Lady Tarpons are clean. They've been clean all year long. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on. Injury timeouts for the game are brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. If anybody cannot make it tonight to the tank, though if you are in the area, we encourage you to come on out to the game. But if you can't, you can watch this game on ESPN1003.com or on YouTube, search Jerry Gisclair. Happy to be here. It's always a high-stakes environment. Win or go home. If you want to earn another playoff game, you got to win tonight. That is certainly, of course, with the boys basketball team on Saturday. They beat Covenant Christian Academy, and now they're going to advance as the number 30 seed. They're going to take on number 3, Woodlawn of Shreveport, in the opening round. That game will be on Friday, so just a refresher to anybody. I've got asked at least 1 million times today, who are the boys going to play? Who are the boys going to play? So I'm going to answer for everybody right now that may be listening. They're going to play number 3, Woodlawn of Shreveport. That's on the road, so we're going to be getting on a bus and heading on out to North Louisiana. That buzzer that you just heard is the end of the pregame. Now the starting lineups are going to be announced, and we're going to be playing ball here. Coach DeZormo with the Lady Vikings. Remember, we had a pregame interview and a postgame interview with Coach DeZormo last year. I remember very vividly after the game she got on the mic and just let out a big exhale. She knows how difficult it is to play here in Galliano. Heck, she actually sounds like she would be from Galliano. She's got a very heavy Cajun accent. The starting five for Northside: number 4, John A. Thomas; number 24, Harmony Chavis; number 30, Brittany Smith; number 31, Ashley Prejean; and 32, Elijah Clay. That is your 5 for the Northside Lady Vikings. Black tops, red and white trim. They made it to the top 28 last season. Lost to Salmon in the semifinals. For Lady Tarpons, Ramey Messer, number 3, the senior guard. These are your home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea. Trey Bruce, number 5, the best player in the history of the school, UNO signee. Elizabeth Curall, number 10, the defensive stopper. Number 14, Kaja T. Jackson. Getting a little pregame jiggle there. And now number 23, Victoriana Nelson. She missed the back end of last season. She's back. She had 28 points and 8 rebounds in the opening round game against Grant. I would like to know who did those rebound stats, because I think she got probably about 7 or 8 more, but they may be doing a little differently than what I would. We welcome Taylor back to the broadcast table. As always, partner, that was a wonderful pregame rendition of the starting lineup. You did much better than that than Kevin Hart did last night at the NBA All-Star game.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Lady Tarpons will be going their usual right to left. The Lady Vikings will be going left to right here in the opening half for a spot in the quarterfinals. Lady Tarpons in their program history have not been past the second round very often, just a handful of times in school history. The ball's at midcourt. It'll be John A. Thomas. I remember her from last year. Very good ball player.
Yes, indeed.
Against Victoriana Nelson, number 23. She didn't play in this game last year.
It's almost tip-off time. Still a little bit of room. Anyone indecisive living in the cutoff Galliano area.
Indeed. We are underway with the tip going to Northside. That is Smith. Attacks and throws it right into the midst of Ramey Messer. Lady Tarpons in transition. Bruce on the right side. Stop and pop with a 3-ball. No good. Rebound to Nelson. Nelson spins and draws a foul on John A. Thomas. So that's a golden start from the Lady Tarpons. You find out right away what the impact Nelson can make first off, and then you draw a foul on maybe their best player.
Great start. I like the firepower right away. Treya Bruce not shy at all.
Messer looks to get in, throws it to Nelson, pivots, lays it up, no good. Rebound goes to Messer, who shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to Jackson, but it'll be a held ball. The arrow should point to the Lady Tarpons because Northside won the tip.
And Messer's got to convert on that. It's second round time.
Yeah, a little too strong off the glass, maybe a little nervous energy. Let's see if they could shake that off here. Get it into Jackson. Messer. Inside to Vic. Boy, Treya's wide open. They missed her. Now Jackson at the foul line area. To the paint. She draws a foul on number 31, Ashley Prejean. So Kaija Jackson right away will be shooting.
Yep. Great job drawing a foul right off the bat. That's 2 team fouls against Northside already. Great start.
Good job by the Lady Tarps. Kaija shooting 2. Shot is up. It is strong off the back of the iron, so we're still scoreless. But as Turtle was saying, Northside already has 2 team fouls. We have not even played 30 seconds of ball here. Second shot is up and good. So the first point of the game belongs to Kaija Jackson. It's 1-0 Lady Tarps. Chavis to Smith. Tarpons in that press. Nelson pokes it into the stands. Good deflection there by Vic. It'll stay with Northside. But good to see that the press maybe could bother them a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Definitely got some defensive firepower tonight.
Chavis is another player who had a big impact in that game last year. To Thomas. Thomas with the Assumption shuffle. We're going the other.
Love it.
18 to go in the quarter. Lady Tarpons are leaving some points on the board here early.
Yes, they are. The opportunities are there. They just got to start converting. Like you said, could be a little nervous in it.
Chavis to Prejean. Back to Chavis. They've already used a couple of seconds here. Now they get to Smith. Across the timeline all the way to the rim for an easy layup. A good job screening there by Elijah Clay. Kind of cleared out the paint there for her team.
That's exactly how they made their game-winning layup last year. That little clear out on the block.
Bruce to Messer. Ramey to Curall, top of the key. Now Treya on the left side. Treya attacks the lane to the paint. She's going to lose it out of bounds. Thought for a second there it was going to be the second foul on John A. Thomas, but they called it a clean block.
It was close.
A baseline out of bounds. Messer to Nelson. Nelson at the foul line to Bruce in the corner. Shot fake to the paint, to the rim. Lays it up and no good. Rebound to Nelson. Lays it up, no good. Boy, how many layups are Lady Tarpons going to miss here early? Chavis. She double dribbled. So the pressure defense bothering the Lady Vikings. They turn it over, but the Lady Tarpons have missed at least 4 or 5 shots at the rim. Just got to relax.
Nothing we're not used to seeing in the beginning of games.
Yeah.
Any time now they're going to turn it on.
You are right about that. This is a bit of a slow starting team. Bruce for a 3 in the corner. No good. In and out. Touched every piece of the rim, then fell out. Clay on the rebound. To Harmony Chavis. Throws it long to Smith. Smith looks to attack. Gets to the paint. Drops it to the post right to Ramey Messer. Good defensive play there by Ramey. South Lafourche in transition. Jackson's on the right block. Unguarded. She lays it up and in. Lady Tarps beat him down the court there.
Good vision from Ramey Messer. Good finish by Jackson.
Prejean battling the press, throws it to Smith. Nearly throws it away. I think they did throw it away. That'll be a Lady Tarpon possession there. Northside is having a whale of a time with that press, partner. They didn't have that much of a problem with it last year, but right now they're struggling. See if we could add to this advantage. Bruce using a screen from Jackson on the right side to the baseline. Curall, now Nelson. Vic to Ramey Messer. Ramey near midcourt, now attacks all the way to the rim. She lays it up and in. Taylor says role players becoming star players. Kaija and Ramey are making a big impact here. Now on the press break, Northside loses it out of bounds, but it'll stay here, poked away. 3 minutes in, South Lafourche up 5-2. Smith looking to get it in, throws to the corner, Chavis. Chavis to the post for a shot that's no good. Rebound goes to Nelson. Nelson pivoting out of traffic, gets it to Bruce. Boy, we got a break. 3-on-1. Now 3-on-2. Bruce to the rim, lays it up. And Euro step from Treya Bruce. It's 7-2. The Lady Vikings now trying to combat that pressure.
They're heating up.
There's a steal. Nelson at the rim. Loses it out of bounds. I don't know how that wasn't a foul, but we'll take it. This is not the same Northside team as last year. You could see it right away. They're having a hard time handling the ball. Messer to Nelson. Nelson at the lane. She spins. What a move! Sugar Nelson lays it in. It's 9-2. What a gorgeous spin move there. Chavis to Smith. Boy, Uncle Ashton's going nuts over there. Smith will draw a foul. No, they're going to call a timeout before the foul. So the Lady Tarpons catch a break there as Coach DeSarmo calls a 30-second timeout to settle her team down.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Lady Tarpons are getting everything they want right now offensively.
Right on time. That's that panic timeout we always talk about. That's when you know you got them, at least in the first quarter battle.
Partner, we talk all the time, and we've asked this question rhetorically at least 100 times. What kind of a difference does Nelson make? We saw it there. That was one of the prettiest high school spin moves, boy or girl, that you're ever going to see.
Oh, yeah. Textbook. I mean, she did exactly what you taught to do. You know, she took her man towards the middle, acted like she was going up strong, spun back, did a little strong drop step, used the left hand on the left side of the goal, which you just simply don't see anymore these days.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Now let's see what they could come with out of this timeout. They get it inbounds to Chavis. Chavis attacking Curall. Curall's all over the basketball. To the corner now. Smith attacks baseline, shoots it up in traffic, no good. Rebound goes to Nelson. It'll be a held ball. The arrow pointing the north side. But last year, though, they shot until they made it. That presence, at least right now, isn't there. They get it in bounds. Curall takes it away. In transition, Jackson. One-on-one break. She lays it up. No good. Rebound goes to Northside. Kaija a little slow to get up. She's got to hustle back defensively. Smith to the paint. Loses it to Bruce. Now Kaija's all the way.
A dunk opportunity.
She lays it up and in. She opted not to go with the one-handed slam. She laid it up with the right hand. It's 11-2.
Good hard conservative decision. Get the easy points.
Boy, they're battling this pressure defense. The Assumption shuffle. Lady Tarpons are pouring it on right now. It's a 9-point game early. There's still plenty of game left, but South Lafourche right now has Northside firmly back against their heels.
We're rolling up the dough and the oven is preheated, Case. You know what's coming.
Indeed. Curall inbound. Gets it to Messer. Messer loses it to Jackson. Reverse pass to Bruce on the left side for a three. No good. Rebound goes to Messer. Good hustle. Now Jackson slashing, stop and pop. No good. Rebound goes to Northside for the time being. I say the time being because they're being heavily harassed. A foul's going to be called on either Curall or Bruce. They're going to say it was on Bruce. Treya took an elbow to the noggin there. I guess they said that her chin fouled the young lady's arm.
Her head shouldn't have been there.
Northside, Chavis battling the press. Reverse pass to number 4, Thomas. Thomas traveled. See, last year Thomas was down in the paint. This year, I guess they are short on ball handlers. She's more up towards the middle.
Yep.
And she's having a hard time dealing with it right now. 3 minutes to go in the first. Lady Tarpon's up 9. Bruce to Curall. Lisbeth to cutting Bruce. Loses it out of bounds to Northside. Maybe a little late on the pass there. She was open initially, then the gap closed up. Now Chavis to the middle. Smith. Smith loses it. They're fighting on the floor. Kaja Jackson has it. Now Lady Tarpon's the other way. Nelson on the right side at the rim. She draws a foul. Victoriana will be shooting 2. The foul is on Ashley Prejean. Boy, that freight train got rolling downhill there in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. Good job trying to step through. Saw 2 defenders there. She made sure it wasn't going to be a charge, but definitely drawing enough hip-to-hip contact, forcing the ref to blow his whistle. Brilliant play. Now she got to knock down some free throws.
Fouls on Prejean. Sugar shoots it up and good. It's 12-2. Nelson with one more shot. It is up and splash. 13-2. Prejean inbound. They're staying with her with the 2 fouls, which leads me to believe they don't have much depth on this team if they're riding it out. They're attacking right in front of us. Bruce deflects it, saves it in bounds on the left side. Floater, yes!
Called a Lady Tarpon's butter because they're on a roll, Case. They're on a roll.
They are playing very, very well right now. Chavis to the middle. They get it to Prejean, reversing her dribble. She loses it. That's going to be a foul on Victoriana Nelson. That's a good call by the official. Vic stuck her hand in the cookie jar, got a little bit of arm. So now Lady Tarpon's got to be careful. 1 foul on both Bruce and Nelson. 2:15 to go. Smith. Attacks right side, spinning on Curall. Loses her dribble, loses it right into the student section. They're not very hesitant, or they're not very eager to touch that basketball, of course. Bruce now coming the other way. 2:03 to go in the first. It's been a golden start for South Lafourche. Messer. Ramey to Nelson at the foul line. Shot fake gets him up in the air. The floater. Slash.
Got her.
She is playing her tail off in these postseason. 28 in the first game, and she's rolling it again tonight. Prejean to Chavis. Throws long. Smith has it. Across the timeline. Attacks the right side to the rim. She lays it up and in. So that young lady has all 4 of Northside points on sort of the same type of play. Bruce quickly back the other way at the rim, lays it up and in.
They answer.
Coast to coast finish from Bruce, and the 2-headed monster is roaring for the Lady Tarps. Prejean throws long to Thomas, now to the block. Blocked by Kaja Jackson, but they're going to say she got a little bit of arm.
Yeah, she got some arm.
There was only one team in the opening round of the Class 4A state playoffs that scored more than 80 points, and you're watching them right here. And they've already got 19 with still 1:15 to go in the first quarter. It's just hard for opponents to match the offensive firepower that this Lady Tarpon team has. Clay with 2 shots. No good. Back of the iron and out. Michaela Bynum will come into the game. Elizabeth Curall will take a breather probably for the rest of the quarter. Second shot is up. Boy, that's ugly, but they get the offensive rebound. Thomas lay it up, no good. She gets her own rebound, misses it. Nelson on the rebound this time.
Lady Tarp's got to block out better.
Bruce on the right side, thinks about the 3, now reverses the top of the key. Messer on the left side for a 3 ball. Sharp in front of the rim. Boy, I thought she nailed it off her hand. The Lady Vikings, Prejean. A lot of dribbling. They throw it right into the midst of Bynum. It's going to be a held ball. The arrow going to point to South Lafourche this time. A good, crisp press break, like Ellender does this well, passing the ball a lot. Right now, Northside is dribbling through the pressure, and they're getting into some really bad positions.
Yep, that's exactly what you want them to do.
45 seconds in the opening quarter. The Lady Tarpons have a nice lead. Bruce to Messer. Ramey throws it to, I don't know if she was trying to.
Of Mike's framing.
Yeah, I don't know if she was trying to hit Bynum or Jackson, but they both kind of went away from the ball, and then Mr. Mike Snagged it. He does not play for the Lady Tarps, unfortunately.
Nope.
Chavis to Smith. 28 seconds to go. Smith throws it right to Ramey Messer. 3-on-2 break. Ramey at the rim. Ooh. Loses it, but it'll stay here. Good hustle by Brittany Smith of Northside.
She's got some wheels on her.
Yeah, she does. She was a good 2 or 3 steps behind Ramey. Boy, Bynum's unguarded. There, they get the inbounds to her. Into Nelson, who will draw the second foul on John A. Thomas. So now Prejean and Thomas both have 2 fouls for the Lady Vikings. That is a big call in this game. Messer into Sugar. Nelson spins to Bruce, top of the key 3. Yes!
Buckets.
22-4. Now you got to play defense. Don't foul. There's 10 seconds to go. Prejean to Chavis. Boy, they're going nowhere in a hurry here. They've got a boogie. Smith gets to the paint, and they'll lose it out of bounds at the buzzer. So our score, South Lafourche 22, Northside 4, but we've still got 3 quarters to go. We learned from last year, this team's going to fight till the end. We'll be back in a minute here on ESPN New Orleans. If Coach Terrebonne were making a list of things that she would have wanted to do in the first quarter, I would probably say about 99 out of 100 of things on that list the Lady Tarpons did. They lead 22-4 here. They've got their opponent in foul trouble and just everything going well for the Lady Tarps.
Zero patience from the official here.
Yeah, he wants to get home. He's getting paid not by the hour, apparently. Puts the ball down in a hurry. Chavis working on Bynum. Being closely guarded, gets it to the baseline. They'll lose it out of bounds. Ashley Prejean couldn't catch it clean. Elizabeth Curall will check into the game. With that quick of a sub, I wonder if this is not the 5 on the floor that Coach Terrebonne wanted. They just kind of ran out in a hurry because the official put the ball down.
Probably a very good chance that's exactly what happened.
So Lady Tarpon's first crack at it here, up 18. Bruce. Across the timeline, gets it to Messer, she threw it away. Ramey cut to the goal. Bruce played her to go to the baseline. Miscommunication, turn it over to the Lady Vikes.
Good to see, unlike last game, we don't have a coach on the floor playing defense the whole first half.
That is a plus. Thomas to Smith, she's got all 4 points. Both on some run-out drives. She attacks again to the rim. Same type of play, she missed it, but the putback is up and good by number 30, Brittany Smith. So she's got all 6 points now. Jackson back in a blur with the floater. Oh, my. And when she's making that, I challenge any team in 4A to come take on these Lady Tarps. That's a tough shot. Prejean throws it to Nelson on the steal. Victoriana at the rim. Can't corral it. Gets it out to Bruce in the corner, unguarded. Swish.
Buckets.
Good presence of mind there by Nelson to get it out of jail to Bruce in the corner. Prejean beats the pressure, gets it to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen away by Lady Tarps. 3-on-2, Kaija to Bruce, the same spot she just made it. Now she attacks the rim, throws it to Kaija on the right block, layup no good. And the rebound goes to Northside. Thomas, 1-on-2, she does not have numbers. Now to Smith, she traveled. This team is shook right now, partner. They had a good start last year. They didn't have a good start this year. They're shook.
With way less crowd noise to deal with than last year.
Yeah. Michaela Bynum into the game on the substitution. 6:23 to go. The Lady Tarpons lead by 21. Bynum to the left side. Treya Bruce Bruce to Michaela, top of the key. Bynum to the baseline. Jackson for a 3-ball. Yes!
Got him.
Heating up.
And she is most definitely heating up.
Bruce and Nelson had the hot start. Now Jackson has the hot hand. Northside beats the pressure, gets to the rim. Thomas lays it up and in. Maybe their best possession of the game to this point.
Now we don't get to say she's on fire.
That's right. 5:46 to go in the half. Lady Tarpons lead by 22. Treya to Bynum. Serving her options, gets it to Jackson, spins, shoots it up, she draws a foul. That is the third foul on Ashley Prejean, and much like Grant, who we saw in the first round, Northside simply is going to run out of interior players because Jackson and Nelson foul them all out.
Well, they've only got
9.
four players on their bench, man.
And they haven't subbed yet this entire game, which would lead you to believe they don't have much confidence in those 4 players on the bench. Jackson misses the first free throw strong.
In case you know, it's something I noticed. The crowd isn't as packed as it should be. But you want to know when the community's behind you, and every police officer you've ever seen and every firefighter decides they want to pull detail here tonight.
Right. Jackson misses the second free throw. Bruce gets the rebound and puts it up and in. It's 32-8. That's a good point.
Yeah, we thank them for their support.
We are very safe here in the gym, no doubt. Smith throws it into the scorer's table, and they'll say it was deflected by Nelson. Good hands by Miss Connie Castaneda. Snagging that basketball. The best in the business. Chavis throws it long. Kaija Jackson has that, and we're off to the races. Bruce doesn't catch it clean, and they lose it out of bounds. Missed opportunity because that was a 3-on-1 break.
Close call.
So the Lady Vikes having a whale of a time handling that pressure. Smith across the timeline. She stepped out of bounds. Oh, no, she pushed off. So that's going to be a foul on Brittany Smith. Coach DeZarmo is furious. Coach DeZarmo got to be careful here. Much like the Grant coach, Coach Rushing, she was on the court briefly there. Bruce using a screen. Tags the left side. Out to Bynum. Thinks about the shot. Now dribbles, penetrates, and throws it away.
Got to finish the cut.
I think Michaela would have maybe been well served to shoot that top of the key 3. She was open, and that is a good shot for her.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Other than finishing the cut, she should have just shot it.
But then I could see the other end of the spectrum. Hey, you're up 24, maybe running some time off the clock. So Smith across the timeline, attacks the left side to the rim, and that's too easy. 32-10 our score. If Northside's going to do it, it's going to be Brittany Smith to get him there. She's got just about everything they have. Yep. Bruce on the right side, step back 3, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Vikes. They throw the outlet pass into the Tarpon cheering section. They just can't shake that turnover bug right now. They've turned it over at least a dozen times as Messer will check into the game. 4:21 to go in the half. Ramey to Elizabeth Curall. Elizabeth to Bruce, top of the key. Treya attacks to the rim all the way through, lays it up and in, and that is why she is going to the next level. That was gorgeous. Chavis to Smith, picks up her dribble. Ooh, I thought that was maybe a double. Yeah, the official let her take 2 or 3 dribbles, and then he realized what we realized was, hey, she picked up her dribble and then started again.
Yeah, she took long enough of a break, we kind of forgot that she had dribbled the first time.
Yeah, they did get it right. 4:03 to go in the half. Bruce has it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here by Elijah Clay. And Sierra LaRille will get her first burn of the first half. Curall will take a breather. LaRille to Messer. Ramey spinning through, gets it to Buzigard. Oh, boy, Abigail's going to regret that one. She was unguarded on the left block. She didn't catch it clean. Yep. Football, sometimes they try to make a move before they catch it. I think that's what happened there. Northside lays it up and will draw a foul. Elijah Clay on the left block. And I think Sierra LaRille committed that one. Let's see. On one, yep, that's Sierra. So Elijah Clay shooting 2 for the Lady Vikes. Shoots it up in the air. It is short and no good. They're now 0 for 3 at the line. Trying to get some scores from around the state as everyone's playing their second round games today. Ellender's playing Salmon. Go Salmon. South Terrebonne is playing on the road. Don't see anything yet, though. Second shot is up and good.
Good luck to Coach Sinak.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. We come the other way. LaRille to Bruce. Reverse pass to Nelson on the right block. Shoots it up. No good. Rebound goes to the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes push down the court. That is 24, Chavis. Got a score for you in just a minute as Smith attacks. Draws the foul, lays it up and in. Basket in the foul, and a chance to cut it to 20. That's on 23, Nelson, her second foul. After one, the number 1 team in the state in 5A, Barb, leads number 17, Thibodaux, 12-8. So Coach Ashley Adams at home trying to upset the number 1 team. I was talking to Coach Adams. She is confident about that matchup because, look, Barb, number 1 seed, not taking anything away from them. But the Lady Tarpons beat the Barb Bugs by 20 points.
Oh, wow.
And the Lady Tigers lost to South Lafourche by 2 points. So they think that's a good matchup for them, especially being 117.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you got them in your house. Good luck to them.
Smith shoots it up and good, so it's a 20-point game again. What you don't want is for them to go on a run here, cut it to 10 before the half. You want to keep the foot on the throat here. Bruce on the right side to Curall. Versus it to Jackson. Now Trey on the baseline. Oh, she missed the 3. Thought she nailed it. Rebound goes to Northside. Smith, or excuse me, that's Chavis. Chavis across the timeline. Lady Tarpons aren't scoring, so they can't set up their pressure. Prejean for a 3. That's Smith, and just like that, it's a 17-point game.
I don't like this when they start to lose that momentum and then they walking the ball up the floor, not sure what they want to do.
In the last possession, Nelson got her second foul. She left the game, so she is currently sitting. Messer looking around, attacks, gets it to the corner. It's deflected out of bounds and will stay here. 2:27 to go in the half. Lady Tarpons were up by about 24 points. Now it's down to 17.
Up 17, still not a very good feeling in the gym.
Indeed. Messer to Buzigard, little floater, no good. Rebound goes to Northside because Abigail committed the violation on the rebound. That's the 6th foul in the Lady Tarpons. 6 apiece. So the next foul either way will be shooting. Smith to Chavis. Chavis across the timeline. 2:15 to go. Smith with another long 3, no good. Rebound goes to Jackson. Kaiser to Bruce, and we trot the other way. Treya on the left side. Bruce reverses her dribble with the floater. That is a gorgeous basketball shot from Treya Bruce, 36-17. I don't know if people understand how hard that is as Buzigard now gets the steal. Messer to the corner. Bruce thinks about the shot, attacks the lane again. Now pulls it out. Messer, good shot fake, attacks the lane. It's blocked away, though, by John A. Thomas. Smith for the Lady Vikes in transition. She's going to be fouled by Elizabeth Curall, so a 1-and-1 coming for Northside. It's not a terrible foul because they had numbers. They were about to get a layup.
Oh, yeah, they were scoring on that one.
So this way, they've got to make the 1-and-1.
Smith got a beautiful release on her free throw. Known to be an excellent free throw shooter. Footwork right, timing, dribbling. Sees the ball all the way through.
Noted. You're asking LaRille and Jackson to get this rebound here. You got to box out after the first shot. It is up, and it is good. Hit the back of the iron and fell. Taylor tried his hardest. Surely she's not going to miss 2 in a row, though. Or make 2 in a row. I just did it the opposite. I just messed that up.
Yeah, you did.
My bad. She's going to definitely make this one now. I saved it at the end. Messer on the rebound on the miss.
Nice work.
90 seconds to go. Bruce attacks the lane, shoots it up. Oh, she got hit. Yes, she did. Good call by the official. Kind of got hip checked there by number 30, Brittany Smith. I believe that'll be her second foul. starting to get the sense here, partner. The Northside, the 5 on the floor is the 5 they're playing with. They haven't subbed yet. They got girls in foul trouble. It doesn't seem to matter much to them. As Bruce makes the free throw.
Mustn't be much of a deep bench, man.
Oh, and
the body language looking down, I mean, that just looks like extra bodies for practice.
Yep. Bruce misses the second one, so it's a 19-point game. Chavis across the timeline. Being trapped. Good defense by Kaija Jackson. She stepped out of bounds. Kaija has played a very, very good first half of basketball here for the Lady Tarps.
One of her best.
Bruce getting a call from Coach Terrebonne. Coach wants them to spread the floor here with 1:08 to go. Curall near midcourt, gets it to Messer. Ramey to Bruce. So that weave play they ran against Grant just kind of eats some time.
Yep.
With Nelson off the floor, it's not a bad idea to buy yourself a little time. Messer attacks the right side to the rim, draws a foul on number 24, Harmony Chavis, and Ramey Messer will be shooting 2. Hold call. That is the first foul on Harmony Chavis, as Ramey Messer will be shooting with a chance to give the Lady Tarpons a 20-plus point lead again. First one is up and no good. Strong off the back of the iron.
Messer not really known for being a strong free throw shooter.
Second one is short. Having a hard time keeping a straight face. The shameless attempts of Taylor Griffin. Ms. Messer is a very good free throw shooter.
She's actually excellent, but the old announcer's curse is not strong tonight.
The rebound goes out of bounds to the Lady Vikings. Chavis. 40 seconds to go in the half. She reverses it to Prejean. Prejean got away with a walk, but the ball don't lie, I think, because the Lady Tarpons had it. But now Northside comes away, and the ball did live as they lay it up and in, 37-20. 25 seconds to go. You'd think the Lady Tarpons would hold for one here. Bruce to Curall. Curall surveying her options. 15 seconds to Messer. Ramey to Jackson in the corner. Kaija inside to LaRue. It's poked away. Northside has it. You don't want to foul. Now they come the other way. They traveled. Brittany Smith walked with it. So with 4.7 on the clock, South Lafourche has time. They say you got 1 second per dribble, so you figure about 3 dribbles and up here.
Yep. Plenty of time for a catch. Come off a ball screen. Step back 3 for Bruce.
Let's see. They get it to Jackson. Kaija reverses it to LaRue. They got to shoot it. You got to shoot it. They're not going to get up a shot. So our score at halftime is the Lady Tarpons 37, Northside 20. But we'll be back in 3 minutes with our halftime show. Here you're listening to Varsity Basketball on ESPN New Orleans. South Lafourche High School. Our halftime score, the Lady Tarpons are on top of Northside 37-20. Casey Gisler here with Taylor Griffin. The winner of this game is going to take on the winner of number 7 Minden and number 10 Huntington. And a programming note for anybody who may be listening: if the Lady Tarpons hold on and get this win here, no matter who wins, Minden or Huntington, they will be coming to Galliano. So the Lady Tarpons are guaranteed a home third-round playoff game should they get the win here. They did obviously a good job in the first half of making sure that may be a reality. For the Lady Vikings in the first half, John A. Thomas had 2 points. Brittany Smith did the majority of the legwork with, that's 16 points. Elijah Clay had 3 points. They scored 4 points in the first quarter, 16 points in the second quarter. That is their 20. For the Lady Tarpons, you're looking at a more balanced effort. Ramey Messer had 2. Treya Bruce had 9, 12. 19 first half points. Kaja Jackson had 10 points. And Victoriana Nelson had 6 points. But if there's any, blood in the water, so to speak, the Lady Tarpons led 22-4 after 1, but then got outscored 16-15, in that second quarter. So Northside did play much better in the second quarter and then led the Lady Tarpons continue to separate. I'm sure Coach Terrebone's going to talk to our team about that in the lockers.
Yeah, one thing that the Lady Tarpons always feed off of momentum, and fast pace. And as soon as they start to lose it, like I was saying earlier, it started to look a little scary. Northside still has some life in them. They're obviously well coached. They're not in the second round for nothing, at this point. We saw them.
It's a good club.
Yeah, they went all the way to Hammond last year. They're here for a reason, and they're not going to give up. 17 points is nothing for them to erase if they really turn it on and start giving the Lady Tarpons fits. But, we know that the Lady Tarpons are a really good ball club, and they should come out firing in the second half with a lot of intensity. Don't let anything drop. Bring the full court pressure and just hit the gas early and don't stop.
At halftime, the number 1 seed in Class 5A, the Barb Lady Bucks, they lead Thibodaux 27-17. The Vanderbilt Lady Terriers are leading Ben Franklin 25-22 in the opening round of the Division II state playoffs. That is a private school 4A and 3A teams. And those are the only games that I see that have started, as we have Ellender playing later tonight against Salmon. We're going to try to get some other scores here before the broadcast. But I want to thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to be here today. Thibodaux Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. Vision Communications, your local provider for TV, internet, home security, and automation. Learn more at viscom.net. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Joe Septic Contractors, your largest sewage and portable sanitation company in Louisiana. Lafourche Ford Lincoln and Lockport, before you buy, give us a try. Dufresne Building Materials with locations in Cutoff, Thibodaux, Bellchase, and Slidell. Chris Gode Investments, call the winning team at Chris Gode for all your retirement needs, 632-6049. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. South Lafourche Bank, your full-service financial center with 5 locations to better serve you. And our newest sponsor, Dr. Brian Buzigard, DDS, wants to wish the South Lafourche Lady Tarpons a safe and victorious season. And best of luck to Abigail Buzigard, number 32. So, partner, before we take our final break, what does South Lafourche have to do here to further extend this out to 25, 30 points or so, and then close it out in the fourth quarter?
Man, they've got to wake up. They've got to crank it back up and come out like it's 0-0 and it's a brand-new game, because 17 points is nothing for a second-round playoff team with deep experience to just erase and come back. That's the first thing that they got to do. Second, they got to do a better job of stopping the penetration of Brittany White, who's got, 15 of the 20 points, something like that. And, she drives. It's the same play we saw last year. It's the same play we've seen 4 times tonight. She drives from the left wing. She goes baseline. She goes all the way. And there's a post player sitting on the block who, does everything right to fool the officials and everyone else to look like she's posted up, and she's really just doing
sealing.
She's sealing off her man and any help that would be coming to cut off Brittany White from is it White?
Brittany Smith.
To cut off Brittany Smith from driving all the way and getting that easy layup. It's essentially a moving screen, but if you do it right, it's very easy to get away with. And the Tarpons are getting burned on it time and time and time again, dating all the way back to last year when we saw them lose that game. there needs to be more help. There needs to be different post defense. There needs to be something that changes that stops Brittany Smith from doing that.
Make her uncomfortable. A programming note, the South Lafourche boys basketball team is the number 30 seed in the Class 4A state playoffs, making the bus trip out to Shreveport to take on the number 3 seed Woodlawn of Shreveport on Friday. No word yet if we're going to be doing that game on the air or whatever. I'm certainly going to be trying to make the trip or whatever it may be. So I'm going to be trying my best to get us out there for the Tarpons against Woodlawn of Shreveport. Then also a programming note, tomorrow the Tarpon baseball team is opening their 2018 season against Central Lafourche. That game on your schedule is going to say first pitch 6 o'clock. It is not. There's confirmation in the area, so they're flip-flopping times with the JV. They're going to be starting that game at 3 o'clock tomorrow so that the JV could play after because some of the varsity boys have confirmation. So
okay.
Tarpon baseball team should be loaded. They've got a lot of returnees. They made the playoffs last year under the tutelage now of Coach Andrew Revalier. I'm excited to see what they could do.
Got at least one college signee already.
Austin Cantrell, yeah.
Yep. Other players getting looks. I know that's another one. Great all-around athlete. Jelby Sheremy.
Jelby.
He's getting some looks. I know he went to the ULM camp.
Look, they've got a gem of a pitcher in Blake Ogill. If he stays healthy.
Blake's very good. Yep.
And from what Coach Rav was telling me, Blake is almost similar to Victoriana Nelson. He missed a lot of time last year, but he's come back and hasn't missed a beat.
Back with a vengeance. Good to see that.
Indeed. The teams are back out on the floor, and we've done a good job making the veillée, as they say, long enough that we didn't need another commercial break. For Northside, it's going to be their usual 5. Thomas, Shava, Smith, Prejean, Clay. Those are the only 5 players who played in the game. Lady Tarpons, it's Curall, Bruce, Jackson, Nelson, and Messer, the original 5. South Lafourche will possess first with the 17-point lead. The winner to take on the winner between Minden and Huntington. Boy, we sure hope that Elite 8 game is happening here in the tank. Does that mean the Lady Tarpons got the win? Bruce attacks, shoots it up, and loses it out of bounds to Northside. They're trying to draw a foul and just kind of lost it.
They're going to set up in their full court press right off the bat.
Yep. They don't have the foul problems that Northside does. The only foul problems Lady Tarpons have is Nelson has 2. Lady Vikes have a slew in trouble as they'll throw it away right into the midst of Amy DeZormo, the coach for the Lady Vikes. Curall to Bruce. We come the other way. Seem to have extended their man-to-man defense here in the second half. Maybe try to force some turnovers. Bruce to Elizabeth Curall to cutting Treya. Pivots, gets it to Nelson at the foul line, to Jackson on the left block. She got it.
Got it.
Kaja was actually the second leading scorer in the first half. Nelson had 6 points, but they were all in the first quarter. Kaja now has 12 in the game. Nelson with the steal and the press break. Attacks to Messer in the corner, no good. Kaja with the rebound. And they lose the basketball to number 4, John A. Thomas. Now we come in the other way, Chavis to Smith. She's the one that does all the damage. She attacks, lays it up, no good. Rebound goes up and no good. Now Jackson has it. She loses it. They're fighting on the floor, still fighting. Messer has it and gets it to Jackson. An excellent job avoiding the tie up there. Bruce in transition, stop and pop from 18. Nope. Rebound goes to Northside, and that's going to be a held ball. The arrow pointing to the Lady Vikes. But a good job by Curall taking that arrow away. The next jump ball, you have it in your possession.
Hey, Brittany Smith did the same drive from the left side. There was no one to seal anyone off. They finally got some help, caused the miss layup.
Indeed. Hey, there's an adjustment there by the Lady Tarp. Smith, boy, she traveled. Boy, she got away with a travel.
Got to be something there.
Now they attack here. Chavis on the right side, throws it to Thomas, to Smith. Smith, stop and pop, she got it. You don't want her to start getting going. She reminds me a little bit of the young man for Covenant Christian that we saw Saturday, in that the team relies so heavily on her to score. She gets just about everything. The screen from Jackson. Now Bruce to Curall, to cutting Bruce. Reverse layup. It's up and in. Nice job there by Treya. Nelson with the steal and the press. The floater. Yes!
Give it to her.
Dude, they hit you in flurries, man. Northside works and works to get a bucket, and these Lady Tarpons get 6 points in 30 seconds. Deflection.
Active hands.
To Clay, who will draw a foul on Kaja Jackson. Kaja said that she got pushed by the offhand of Clay. The official saw it differently. So South Lafourche led by 17 at the half. They've stretched that lead out to 21 here in the first 2.5 minutes of the third quarter.
Tarpons fans letting the referee hear it, but man, overall tonight they've done an excellent job both ways.
Yes, this has been a very, very good crew. Well, that's close to 5 seconds, and they'll get the timeout. Brittany Smith didn't have an option there. Unlike in the boys' game against CCA, where the official counted to 5 in 2 seconds, there that was a little more of an honest 5 count and a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout, and is the second one taken by Coach DeZarmo. Lady Tarpons are trying to punch their ticket for the third time in school history?
I believe so.
Once in Coach Glinda Cural's tenure, once in Coach Alan Bouvier's tenure. Oh, heck, we just got to look at the banners.
Oh, yeah, they're up there.
They've been there twice. 1989 and 90, 1993 and 1994. It's been a while. I remember that 93 team. I was a youngster then. Boy, they would put it on teams, much like these ladies here. They get it in bounds under their basket, shoot it up, no good. Rebound goes to number 4, Thomas, who spins and fires. Thomas was a big force in last year's game. She's been quiet tonight, but she comes alive there and gets a basket. Bruce using a screen to the corner. Messer, now Nelson. Throws it to Jackson, who's had the hot hand. She spins, short. Rebound goes to Thomas. Now Smith in the open floor. Dribbles through the defense. Throws it to the post. Clay. They'll lose it out of bounds, but it'll stay here.
Al Smith drove through Messer and Curall and comes out clean.
Yeah.
That was a miracle.
You like your odds if they continue to try that. To Chavis, attacks baseline with the floater, way strong. Rebound to Bruce. Lady Tarpons have a 5-on-2 break. Curall lays it up and in, and there the Lady Vikes, and that's a product of only playing 5 kids. They just simply didn't run back on defense.
Yep.
And we have a foul called on Ramey Messer. Nope, they're going to say that was on Treya Bruce.
That's her second?
Second foul on Treya. 2 fouls midway through the third quarter. You're still good, but you don't want to get a third. Thomas loses it into Messer's mitts. Now the Lady Tarpons come the other way. Bruce attacks the right side all the way to the rim, and that is entirely too easy. Prejean has 3 fouls, and she just kind of gave the Olay there. Smith all the way through the defense, dribbling through, no good. Wild shot. Rebound goes to Curall.
Curall getting on the floor.
Excellent hustle, avoids the tie-up. Bruce, 3-on-2 break. She has Nelson and Jackson. She goes to Jackson on the left side. Reverse pass to Nelson's thrown away. Now Smith. This Northside team looks exhausted. Running the break, they shoot the floater, no good. Rebound goes over the back on number 4, John A. Thomas. They're playing 5 players, but they don't feel like they trust their bench, and right now it's showing. They got a lot of hands on hips right now.
Yep.
A lot of girls sucking wind.
The girls on the bench don't look the least bit interested to get in either.
Yep. That may be the reason why they're not getting in. 23-point game. Lady Tarpons with the ball. Curall on the right side. Top of the key, Messer. Now Trey in the corner for a 3. She's open, in and out. Rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas to Brittany Smith. But it's funny because last year this Northside team kind of overwhelmed the Lady Tarpons with their depth. They played 8-9 girls.
Yeah.
Smith attacks through the defense, and that's their only weapon at this point.
It's been all Brittany Smith tonight.
Give it to Brittany Smith. Hope she could dribble through the entire defense. Curall quickly back the other way. Shoots it up and in. Good pass from Treya Bruce. And a good finish by Elizabeth. Now here we come the other way. Smith gets it to number 4. Thomas, stop and pop, no good. That'll go out of bounds to the Lady Tarps. 3:14 to go in the third. Coach DeZarmo looking at her assistant coach saying, hey, what the heck do we do? I just don't know if they have enough firepower this year.
I think Brittany Smith has 17 of the 26, and she's working hard for every single one of them.
Curall, top of the key. Now to Bruce on the right side. Treya to cutting Messer. Messer drops it to Jackson. What a pass. Beautiful. What a finish. Have a day, Kaja Jackson. She's going to mess around and get 20 points here before it's over. Throw it to the middle. It's Thomas across the timeline, and it's taken away by the aforementioned Kaja Jackson. Kaja to Messer. Skip past to Bruce in the corner. Long two, she got it.
Pouring it on.
53-26. The Lady Tarpons are in cruise control right now, and Coach DeZarmo calls a timeout. And I don't know that they got enough timeouts today to save what's going on right now. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute here on ESPN New Orleans. Northside's going to have 2 timeouts to play with here in the final 10 minutes and 30 seconds of basketball. We have 2:26 to go in the third quarter. Lady Tarpons lead by 27. Smith battling that pressure across the timeline, throws long and into the brick wall. Lady Tarpons will possess. This team looked so much more comfortable last year, which is strange because, as Taylor said, it was such a larger crowd last year.
Yeah.
Now, of course, having about a 6'2" post who's long and could dominate the paint, that helps too.
Always.
Messer, top of the key, tags the left side to the corner. Jackson, boy, she's been good today. This time she'll have it deflected out of bounds. No, they'll say the Lady Tarpons hit that one last. Well, I thought for sure Brittany Smith deflected that one, but the officials disagreed. Chavis goes to the middle, right into the midst of Nelson, who throws it long. Bruce saves it to Nelson, who lays it up and in. What a hustle play. I looked down. I'd written that one off as a turnover, but Bruce didn't think so. Now Messer on the steal to Bruce in the corner. To Messer, no good. Rebound goes to Nelson. They're fighting, boy, very physical in the paint. My goodness. Bynum in the corner, reverse pass to Nelson. Pivots, what, step work, no good. Gets the rebound to Thomas. Now Brittany Smith, a little bit of cherry picking on the right side, lays it up and in. Minute 13 to go in the third. Lady Tarpons lead by 27. Bruce across the timeline. Attacks, now pulls out. Now gets it to Messer. Messer to cutting Bruce, good catch, and she missed it. Rebound goes to 31 Prejean. But Nelson takes it away, no good. Jackson on the putback is up and in.
Eating up the boards today.
Kaja Jackson is playing maybe the best game of her career, and she's had some good ones, but what a time to do it. Across the timeline, Thomas to Chavis, lays it up and in. That was a good press break there from the Lady Vikes. Lady Tarpons kind of fell asleep a little bit. How about this? Nelson taking the point here to Bruce. Bruce is unguarded there in the corner. Thought she was going to pull it to Jackson. Lose it out of bounds. It'll stay here with 20.4 on the clock. 57-30. The Lady Tarpons are out in front, looking to add a little cushion to their lead here. Messer to the corner. Bruce attacks the lane. Little swoop layup, no good. Rebound goes to Smith. And she's going to dribble through the entire defense. Throws it long to Thomas. It'll go out of bounds to the Lady Tarps with 9.8 on the clock. South Lafourche will have one last try here in this third period. Bruce, defense is kind of on their heels a little bit. Bruce on the right side to the corner. Jackson, how about it for a three? Way strong. Rebound goes to Northside. And that'll be the end of the quarter with our score. South Lafourche 57, Northside 30. We'll be back in a minute with your fourth quarter here on ESPN New Orleans. Before we get back to business here, Coach Nixonak told me literally this morning, he said, hey, if we control the pace, we think we could go on the road and we could beat Bossier. And by control the pace, he meant a slow, not very many possession game. After one, Bossier leads South Terrebonne 6-3.
Oh, wow.
So Lady Gators may have missed a field goal there, or 35-yarder that could have tied it. Messer, top of the key. Reverses it out. For the Lady Tarpons here, you want to protect the ball, have some long, lengthy possessions, and I think you'll be home free. Bruce saves it, but some good pressure by Northside. Bruce to Curall. I've already used 25 seconds to Nelson, and they'll have it taken away by Thomas.
Real physical play on defense from Northside, just kind of letting it go.
Smith on the left side. Treya took a charge.
Treya Bruce with a charge. My goodness.
Good fundamental play by Treya. She doesn't take many of them. Kind of got to save her body for offense, but boy, she took one there. Always good to see your senior player sacrificing her body for the betterment of the team. That's the first foul on Brittany Smith. Only the first foul against Northside in the second half.
Yeah.
Bruce to Messer. Ramey. 7:10 to go to cutting Bruce. Can't handle the pass. John A. Thomas has it. A little bit of a sloppy start to the fourth for the Lady Tars, but Northside has not whittled the lead down at all.
They got to work on that backdoor cut pass.
Yep. Smith on the left side. Much better job defending that this half. They shoot it up, no good. Rebound to Northside, blocked by Nelson. Nelson corrals it, trying to find the outlet. Instead, she'll dribble through it and now get it. Oh, man, she was hit in the face there. No call, Thomas. And then they'll call that hand check there. Yeah, Nelson got clubbed.
Oh, yeah. They just getting clobbered left and right. As long as the team doing it's down 27, they're going to keep letting it go.
Caroline Curall will check into the game. Elizabeth Curall will take a breather. Looking to get it inbound. Smith to the corner. Chavis for a corner three. She got it. That's another young lady who made a lot of those last year. Bruce. 6:30 to go in regulation. The Lady Tarps lead by 24, but we're not going to feel comfortable until the clock reaches triple zeros. We've been burned by this team once. That'll be a foul on Harmony Chavis. Her coaching staff urging her to do it again. I think they're trying to run up their foul tally, be aggressive. If you get a steal, great. If you get a foul, it's not the worst thing in the world. That's a hard foul there. John A. Thomas commits the violation. And she found out firsthand that when you run head first into Ramey Messer, bad things happen. Ramey got right back up. Doesn't seem to be affected at all. But John A. stayed on the floor for a little bit.
Both of them are going to be feeling that in the morning. My goodness. We heard it from here.
That's the fourth foul on Thomas, so we may have to see that bench here in a minute, but she nearly committed her fifth on the inbound, poking it away from Nelson. Caroline Curald inbound. Throws it to Nelson. Nelson, good catch. Dribbles out. Coach Donna Martin kind of looking at the official. Hey, what do we got to do to get a whistle? It's taken away by Northside. Now Jackson takes it back and lays it up and in. Good finish by Kaja Jackson, but they beat him down the court. John A. Thomas on the right side lays it up and in. Lady Tarpons fell asleep defensively there.
See, that should have been the message foul just to make sure the refs are still awake.
That's right. Bruce, 5:45 to go. South Lafourche up 24. Treya tags the right side. Pulls it out. Reverse pass kind of at the feet of Nelson. That was an ugly one there. Thomas will lose it out of bounds and it'll stay here. So Lady Tarpons don't play that. They don't play that stall offense very often, and right now they're having a hard time pulling it out.
Yeah.
Johnny Thomas doesn't look to be healthy on the floor right now. She's kind of telling her coach, hey, my head hurts. She just took the big fall. He pivots on Nelson, shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to Caroline Curall. Bruce in transition. Attacks to the corner. Messer, good shot fake. Stop and pop from 18. No. Rebound goes to Thomas. 5:10 to go. Thomas threw it away, but it's deflected out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Lady Vikes.
Thomas looks like she wants nothing to do with the rest of this game.
Yeah, she doesn't appear to be 100%. Either that or she's winded, or maybe both. They throw it long to Thomas. When that ball comes, she gets a little pep to her step, though, as they lay it up and will draw the foul. This has not been a very good offensive quarter for South Lafourche, and instead of extending this out to 35 points like we would like, now they've got a chance to shoot to make it a 22-point game. Smith shoots it up and true. As Abigail Buzigard will check into the game. Let me tell you, this Brittany Smith that is at the line right now. She's a good basketball player, man.
Yes, she is. I
don't know if she's a senior or whatever it may be, but if she is, it's a shame that her season would maybe have to end tonight, but she played her tail off. Coach DeSarmo's calling a timeout for the Lady Vikes. I believe that's going to only be one left. I think all they've got is full timeout. So let's take a 1-minute break here with the Lady Tarpons up 22 on ESPN New Orleans. Lady Tarpons lead Northside here. South Lafourche trying to salt it away. There's 4:57 on the clock. I think Coach DeSarmo called that timeout, if for nothing else, than to just let her team rest a little bit. There are a lot of very tired-looking ladies. They've only played 5 here. Bruce dribbling the other way. Gets it to Caroline Curall on the right side. Now Bruce cutting. Reverse pass to Buzigard, no good. Back tap to Messer. Resets to Bruce. Boy, she's wide open for 3, no good. Rebound to Buzigard, shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to Buzigard, who lays it up and in. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. Abigail Buzigard gets on the board.
Good finish.
Chavis throws it to Smith across the timeline. Smith to Chavis for a 3. She made one earlier. She missed that one. The rebound's tipped to Messer. But Messer just has a way of getting every loose ball. Bruce in transition on the right side. No good.
Wrong foot.
Yep, she did jump off the wrong foot there. Didn't have her steps right. 4:03 to go on the clock. Smith to Prejean. Back to Smith. Throws long and away.
Let it go.
Out of bounds. The Lady Tarpons could go on another one of those little 6-0 runs there. I think that would be about enough to call this one. Up 24 with 3:46 to go. Bruce Using a screen, gets it to Caroline Curall. Caroline to Nelson. Back to Bruce in the corner. Being very patient as you would expect. A 3:30. They're not extending their defense. You could literally just stand there and run this thing out. Messer to Nelson. Nelson attacks the left side. That is a gorgeous finish from Victoriana Nelson.
Yep.
The improvement that she has made just this season at that is marked. And she'll steal it here on the press back and knock it off of Johnny Thomas out of bounds. What a hustle play from Vic there.
That was awesome.
She caught it with one hand going into the Northside bench and just kind of flicked it off of Johnny Thomas's knee and out of bounds. That's sort of been the story of the night for the Lady Vikes. Bruce. Top of the key. To Bynum in the corner for a three. She can make that shot. She just nailed
Buckets.
it. Michaela Bynum's been a shooter since she's been in 7 and 8 biddy, and she just nailed that one there at 66-37. Nelson with the steal in the press, and she carried.
Yep.
Nelson is doing her best Uncle Ashton impersonation. Uncle Ashton was a wide receiver at Southern University in open court there. She's just going up high and bringing down that pass, almost like a fade route. Great athletic ability. John A. Thomas attacks the left side. Caroline Curall forces a held ball. The arrow points to the Lady Vikes. I want to congratulate these Lady Vikes on a successful season. It looks like their ride's going to end here tonight. As they shoot up, blocked by Nelson. Are you kidding me? The putback is up and in by Thomas, but boy, she volleyball spiked that one.
My goodness.
Malicious intent. Bruce on the right side to Caroline Curall. Caroline to Bynum. Bynum stop and pop. That's strong. Rebound goes to the Lady Vikes. And they push in transition. Smith. Smith attacks the lane. Taken away by Bruce. Now Caroline Curall. Curall all the way through the defense. She lays it up and it's knocked out of bounds by Chavis. Abigail Buzigard going to check in for Victoriana Nelson. She's getting a standing ovation, and she deserves it. She played her tail off tonight, getting a hug from Coach Terrebonne. She missed this game last year with an injury, and she laid it all on the line tonight.
Hell of a game tonight.
Curall to Bynum, to Bruce. Tags the lane, throws it to Buzigard. What a feed, and a layup by Abigail. You got to think Kaja's going to the scorer's table so Bruce could get that last walk as well. Thomas across the timeline. Oh, my goodness. Blocking foul. Sierra Lareal had the right idea, but she did kind of lean back a little bit at the last second.
Yeah, I don't think she was 100% set.
It's good to see that a sophomore player there had the want to, though. That's half of the battle.
Oh, yeah. She'll learn from it. Got to shake before you bake.
Indeed. Thomas shoots it up and in. It's 68-40. Partner, the Lady Tarpons are going to the Elite Eight again as Bruce checks out of the game. That's sort of the last piece of icing on the cake. One win away now from a bid in the top 28 in Alexandria. Second shot is up, no good. Bounces out, rebound goes to Buzigard. Now we come the other way, Michaela Bynum. Goes a long pass to Jackson. Good pass to Lareal, missed the layup. Oh. The rebound goes to the Lady Tarps. Bynum to Caroline. Now Jackson, reverse pass to Michaela. She'll pull it out. Smart move there by the sophomore. Bynum to Lareal. Coach Terrebonne's going to call a timeout to allow some subs to get into the game. We're going to have Braylon Jackson and Rainey Messer check into the game.
Oh, yeah. Right now is the time to start clearing them out.
1:22 to go. We're right back here on Thursday, partner. Lady Tarpons were in the round of 8 last year. Lost a heartbreaker to this team before us. I don't know.
They got their revenge in a big way tonight.
I just got this feeling that they're going to be able to break the ice this year. Of course, Minden and Huntington are two really good teams. I think Minden only has 2 losses all season. So
wow.
You're not going to be playing Glass Joe here in the round of 8. You're going to have to defeat a worthwhile opponent, more like Bald Bull, perhaps.
Love the references.
Sierra Lareal Gets it in bounds to Bynum. Minute 20 to go in the game. He's kind of dribbling it out. Bynum. Tax gets it to Messer. Ramey versus it out to Bynum with the floater. What a shot, Michaela Bynum. She's going to be one of the studs next year, and she showed right there what she could do. It's a 30-point game. Thomas to Chavis. She traveled.
The old Assumption shuffle.
Yep. Partner, after the game, we're going to mix it up a little bit. Instead of getting Coach Terrebonne, I want to get Bruce and Nelson to this announce table.
Okay.
See if we could, always like to get the kids on. Bynum. Tags gets it deflected and stolen away. They'll throw it long to Chavis, who doesn't catch it clean. Now Nalasia Mack, who checked in, gets it to Bynum. Bynum with a three in transition, no good. And the rebound goes to the Lady Vikes. 35 seconds to go. Stop and pop. Smith, no good. Rebound goes to Bynum. And she's fouled. It's going to be the 15th foul. And now at the 29-second mark, we will see our first substitution of the game as John A. Thomas fouled out. Number 21, Ebony Brooks, will check in. It's asking a lot to go on the road and beat this team with only 5 players. That's what Northside tried to do tonight, and they just couldn't overcome a bad start.
Would love to hear the backstory behind that.
Yeah. Messer across the timeline. Gets it to LaReal. Sierra double dribbled with 15 seconds on the clock. So maybe one more possession, and then we'll be able to put a bow on this one. Shout out to my man Davey LeBlanc watching. He says, go Lady Tarpons. Thanks for watching, Davey. Chavis on the left side. Her corner three, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Vikes, and they'll shoot it up at the buzzer, lay it up and in, and that'll be it. Our final score, South Lafourche 70, Northside 42. And partner, one last score here before we get off the air. Salmon is leading Ellender 24-9 at the end of the first quarter.
Oh my.
The defending Class 4A state champions are going to have a whale of a time rallying back. But let's see if we can get some Lady Tarpons here as they get the victory. The handshakes are done. Taylor's trying to line up our post-game interviews. Let's see if they...
We're trying to get Trey and Vic.
Coach Terrebonne's trying to help us out here. We're going to get Treya Bruce, and we're going to get Victoriana Nelson. They were getting their shooter shirts.
You'll be fine.
First we get Treya. Treya, this was an important game for you all, obviously because it was a playoff game, but then also because it's a team that knocked you out last year. Y'all came out, got off to a great start, and really put it away early.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working hard in practice. We really wanted revenge on them, you know, so we just came out here and did what we needed to do to get the dub.
Now, you told me after the first round game, you said, look, we've been kind of having some slow starts. That was not an issue tonight. What allowed you all to play a better first quarter?
I don't know. We were just ready. I mean, knowing that we lost to them last year in the third round, we just wanted to go out there and put it away from the beginning. I mean, that's what we did, so.
Yeah, now you got one piece of revenge out the way, beating the team that beat you last year. Now you got one more piece of revenge to go in that you got to try to get past the round that happened in. What do you all have to do to try to get to the top 28?
We just need to keep working hard like we've been doing. We really want it, so, I mean, we just got to go out there and get it done. Keep working hard and play as a team.
Congrats, Treya. Now we're actually to hand the mic to Victoriana Nelson. Vic, you didn't get a chance to play in this game last year, but right away you made your presence felt, even in the first possessions of the game. What were some of your motivations going into the game tonight?
I knew we had to win. I knew we had to come out strong. We couldn't take any plays off, so we just told each other that we had to come out strong, and that's what we did.
You had a play tonight where you got the ball near the free throw line, you drove, then you just laid a vicious spin move. Where did that come from?
Oh, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. If it feels right, then I do it. I don't know.
Now, defensively, last year they out-rebounded us pretty well. Tonight, between you and Kaija and Trey and Ramey, we crashed the glass really, really well. That was not a factor. This year we dominated the glass against this team. Can you talk about that?
We knew we had to get rebounds in order to stay in the game. Like you said, last year it was a problem. So this year we knew we had to get as many rebounds as we can, and we did just that.
The same thing I just asked Trey is, now you beat the team that beat you last year. Now you got one more piece of revenge to go. That's to win in the round that it happened in. What all do y'all have to do to beat the winner of Minden and Huntington in the next game?
We have to come out with the same momentum, the same intensity. We can't take any plays off. It doesn't matter the team. We're just going to go hard. We're going to play how we know how to play in order to get the job done.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. That's Victoriana Nelson. Now we'll get Coach Terrebonne here to put on the radio set. Coach, just talked to two of your senior players. Now I ask you to recap this game. The girls were telling me after the first game, they said, look, we've been kind of starting slow. We don't really know why that is. Just trying to shake that. Tonight there was not a slow start. From the beginning, you set the tone and played well.
Well, we had some little locker room encouragement here, Casey. Girls came out and they knew they wanted to take care of business and get this revenge after what happened last year, because we are not the same team that we were last year. We came out and might be same faces, different uniforms, different kids in them. I mean, we just came out here and they just had that revenge factor that they were ready to get back, and obviously we did it.
Kaja Jackson played maybe her best game of the season today. She was unbelievable. We'll talk about that performance.
Oh, yeah. T did a great job. I mean, we told her the other night after our game how well she played, and I said, T, look, if we're going to make a run, we need you big, because everybody knows who the two people that everybody's going to focus in on is Trey and Vic, but we need other people to step up. And tonight, this was a great team win. Ramey played a heck of a game out there. T played well. Elizabeth, defense always. Yeah. Matt came off the bench, did well. Buzz, Sierra, Caroline, Nalasia, Braylon, they all came in and did what we asked them to do. And we said, as long as everyone brings to the table what we ask you to, the sky's the limit for this team. And tonight, that was a good team that we just beat. And we just beat them by like 28, 30 points. This is a defining moment right now, and we still not where we could be. We still working and still working on things, and I mean, I just think the girls played a heck of a game tonight.
So you got one piece of revenge out of the way. You beat the team that beat you last year. Now you got to win in the round that you got knocked out in the next game. Do you know anything about Minden and Huntington? I haven't seen either team.
No, I don't. I did not even look at anything, because it's one game at a time. Now that we finish this game, we're going to find out who we're going to play next, and then we start game planning. We got a 2-day turnaround before we back on the court here again.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
That's Coach Terrebonne recapping the Lady Tarpons' victory here over Northside. They move on to the Elite Eight. Now we're going to sign off here with our final score. The Lady Tarpons get a big win. Partner for Taylor, this is Casey. Good night, everybody.
Before we go away, just got an update from North Louisiana. Minden is up 48-29 with 4 minutes left in the game.
So it looks like Minden may be the team that'll be coming to the tank. And as we said,
I didn't mean to cut off your sign off.
No, you're good. And as we said a minute ago, Salmon leads Ellender out there in East Homa. So a lot of shakeups in the 4A bracket. Good night, everybody.
Go Tarpons, and God bless America.